Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakudah, Shalom to the elect. Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. This video right here is an exhortation to the elect of just letting you know don't get caught under that elephant. What I mean by that is this story here that's on the screen that I kind of want to read through and just speak on a few words just to put this energy out there through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. First Maccabees, chapter 6, and verse 42. It says, "Then Judas and his host drew near and entered into battle, and there were slain of the king's army 600 men. Eleazar, surnamed Savaran, perceiving that one of the beasts, armed with royal harness, Salakia, was higher than all the rest, and supposing the king was upon him, put himself in jeopardy to the end he might deliver his people and get him a perpetual name." So there's a battle going on, and this guy, Savaran, or Alazar, if you will, in the battle, he thought that, he saw an elephant and that the ruler, the one leading the army was in there, and that if he took him down, he might deliver his people. All right, and you have a lot of our people, they have that zeal, they have that zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. They love the truth, but they're going about it the wrong way. The scriptures talk about they have a zeal, but they go to establish their own righteousness, and that's what a lot of our people do. They try to deliver Israel outside of a way that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai deems it's supposed to be, right? So verse 44 again, he put himself in jeopardy, and that's the thing, you can put yourself in jeopardy, You can easily make yourself a target for Satan to attack you and take you out of the truth, take the names away from you, take the belief away from you. And that's what I mean by the elephant falling on you. You know what I mean? The Lord can destroy you from the inside out if he wanted to, spiritually. Verse 45, "Wherefore he ran up upon him courageously through the midst of the battle, slaying on the right hand and on the left, so that they were divided from him on both sides." And you see, he was getting down, he parted the battle like Neo was fighting Agent Smiths, He had to be a bad dude, to be parting the battle, slaying everybody on his left and right. He wasn't even getting touched, So continuing on, it says, "Which done, he crept under the elephant and thrust him under and slew him, whereupon the elephant fell down upon him, and there he died. Howbeit the rest of the Jews, seeing the strength of the king and the violence of his forces, turned away from them." So what he thought he was doing was good. The scriptures say, I'm not going to get him because I'm driving, but I'm going to quote him. "There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." So yeah, what he was doing, he was being courageous. He probably had faith, believed in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, was right there when Judas was saying the prayer before the battles. But Satan crept into his mind and said, you know what, let me get a name for myself. Let me deliver my people, Let me be the one. Let me get some clout. I want my name to ring throughout the ears of the nation like Judas and the rest of Mattathias' sons, But look how it ended. It ended with the elephant on top of him. And that's spiritual, You try to go establish your own righteousness in Babylon. Maybe you got some type of contingency plan for when all hell breaks loose, so that you can be protected, or you can deliver yourself. And the Lord doesn't want that to happen. Well, he can make it to where you don't get delivered. You don't escape. David prays in a lot of his Psalms about how the Lord caused him to escape. Deliver me, protect me, watch over me. We say these things so that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai can be our guide and not ourselves, The scriptures say the heart is deceitful by nature. So we have to rely on these stories. We have to rely on the comfort of the scriptures so that we can grasp understanding when the battle waxes hot and not make hasty decisions. In Sirach it says, when thou art brought to a low estate, don't flee. Don't flee. Make not haste in time of trouble. That's what it says. And when you're brought to a low estate, take it cheerfully. So when the battle waxes hot in the spirit, which is coming down the pike, martial law and the devil coming down with great wrath, which is Esau, Edom in the scriptures, we have to be mindful that it might not be time try and take down whoever's in front of us. You know, maybe it's time to sidestep, you know, and lie in wait and see what Yahweh Shemiah Shai is going to do. What order may come down through the Spirit, you know, follow the Spirit, you know. When brothers say they're in the Spirit, sometimes they use that to cover them doing something carnal. It's like, no, actually you're not in the Spirit because you're not doing this, this, and this that's actually spiritual. And when you say you're in the Spirit, it means you're in the Scriptures. That means you're Scripture-minded. You're doing something that the Scriptures have as categorized as good. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shemiah Shai, when the man came to him and he said, "What can I do to be good?" He said, "Why callest thou me good? There's none good but the Father." You know, so just having that mindset that you already know off the rip, all right, you gotta proceed with caution. You know, we're not in this thing to get clout or to get some type of name for ourselves. We're in this so Yahweh Shai can increase and we decrease. Everything that we do, the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai should be magnified and glorified in some way. All right? The scriptures talk about not putting a blame on the gospel, a stain on the ministry, you know? And that's how you do that. Because when you read in this verse here, in verse 47, look what happened to the spirit of the rest of the people. It says, "Howbeit the rest of the Jews, Yahweh, seeing the strength of the king and the violence of his forces, turned away from them." So that can deter the spirit of those whose faith might not be on a level. You know, the scriptures talk about building up the faith of someone who may get weak. But if you're doing actions, if you're doing something, you're laying down footsteps for somebody who's a novice to do the same thing, which can lead somebody off the beaten path, you know, to salvation. And we're in this thing to teach, like the scripture says, if you take heed to the doctrine, you'll save yourself and those that hear thee, you know. And if we just do that, hey, we won't get caught under the elephant. We won't be thinking about clout, you know. We won't be like Alazar in the scriptures, surnamed Savaron. All right. But I just wanted to bring that out, some exhortation in everything that we do. Look at everything spiritual first, because if you don't, you're going to react carnally and get caught under an elephant. All right. So all praise to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. I pray that you were edified and exhorted. To the elect, say shalom. To our elders and apostles, the water and double honors to you all, the bishops, all the teachers, ministers, and leaders of Yashar Allah from Great Millstone. And infinite praises and glory again to Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Shalom.